If you bring forth what is within you will save you. But if you do not bring forth what is within you will destroy you.
The serpent is within. The serpent is the sexual fire. It is a very powerful atomic energy with a polarity that can be used either to create or to destroy. Because this energy is so powerful, the individual requires great willpower in order to overcome the lure of this serpent. The temptation of this serpent is through material pleasure and self-edification. This tempting aspect of the serpent is Lucifer, or what in Hebrew is called Shaitan, the enemy. Because Shaitan is a fiery serpent that is ignited and empowered through the sexual act, it is always tempting mankind to know, to have the sexual connection. The serpent itself is power. The individual decides through their actions whether it will be a power of good or evil. It is the difference between obeying the serpent or controlling it. The lesson contained in the story of the serpent is that only those with the strength of will to control the cravings of their mind can raise the energetic serpent to transform themselves from intellectual animals into true human beings. It is necessary to conquer the dragon that lies within, as religions and mystical traditions have told for endless ages. The dragon is one's own lust, passion, anger, pride, fear, and envy. Thus exists the Hydra of many heads and the Medusa. The deceptions of the serpent are legion. The great heroes and gods always have the serpent under their power, and it is the serpent who protects them and conquers their enemies. In contrast to the serpent that tempted Eve, causing her to fall, there is the serpent of Moses, who commanded its power and conquered the Egyptians, accomplishing great miracles. The Egyptians had degenerated into black magic, and Moses appeared to deliver the true teachings. The Hebrew Mem signifies water, Shin is fire, and He is the womb. So the name Moshe, or Moses, means born of water and fire. The Aztec Christ, Quetzalcoatl, and the Tibetan Padmasambhava were also both born of the waters.
Unless a man be born again of water and the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of God.
Moses was born again, which means that he created the soul, symbolized by the illuminated tree of life, the burning bush, that he saw in the wilderness. The enlightened tree unified him with his inner father. Thus, he received the commands of God directly. Moses needed to free the people of Israel from Egypt. Egypt represents the degenerated mind of man, and the Pharaoh is the tyrant that jealousy rules over this man-made civilization of material power and desire. Israel is a compound word. Is from Isis, the Egyptian divine mother. Ra is the Egyptian divine father. And El is Hebrew for God. So when the nation of Israel is trapped in slavery, this is a symbol of one's own inner divinity trapped within the degenerated mind. Moses was told to take the rod, the spinal column, the tree of life in his own body, and it became a serpent. The serpent of the Kundalini, His serpent was more powerful than the negative serpent of the Egyptians. Thus, this story symbolizes the duality of the sexual force. Only the positive serpent, under the service of God, can free the soul from suffering. This is clearly represented in Egyptian art. The positive serpent protects, while the negative serpent must be dominated and conquered. Sex can be lustful or chaste. Sex can create or destroy. Sex can be animal or worshipful. Sex can raise a fiery chariot to God or pave a road to the abyss. Sex is the natural function of the human being, but only sex as performed under the guidance of divine will. Sex performed under the guidance of the mind creates suffering, pain, and spiritual death. This is self-evident in those who seek happiness in sex. As with any desire of the mind, sexual desire can never be satisfied.
Desire is never satisfied by the enjoyment of lust. Just as fire surely increases the more one gives it fuel,